Well, hey there, it's Elka, and welcome to another episode of the Creative and Ambitious Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm Elka Clark, your host, and I am going to deliver an incredibly important podcast episode today. This is all about if you are a KDP Amazon publisher and create those no content books or low content books. You will be so excited about this episode because I'm going to tell you about an opportunity for you to make money on the platform called Zazzle rather than just focusing in on the Amazon platform. So let's get started. And if you're one of those people that is our regular, thank you so much for being a consistent regular watcher or listener to our podcast and being in our community. We are all about the Zazzle platform. Jen and I, my daughter and I, who have both have Zazzle stores on the platform, are really happy to say that we've made over $15 million in sales combined on the platform. And we teach people how to do just as well on the platform. And in fact, our students are surpassing us. Combined, our top students have already sold over $30 million worth of products on the Zazzle platform. Most of those students and clients who are part of our coaching program were not very successful on their own and thought that they couldn't do it on the Zazzle platform. And now with our training and coaching and our Profit by Design Academy, which is our signature coaching program, they have changed their lives because they are no longer feel this limiting belief or story that they just can't do it. Instead, they know that they was just missing the tools and the coaching to help them with this very unique and interesting platform, which is so different than any of the other print-on-demand companies, which is POD for short, that you may have been exposed to already or even maybe on already, such as Teespring, Redbubble, Spreadshirt, Society6, and even Amazon Merch and Shopify. They're all very different than what Zazzle is, or Zazzle is very different than all of them, because it's such a unique and different platform. And because it has that customization option, it just allows you just to spread out and believe that it's possible to make money on an e-commerce platform because there's so many opportunities. And also that there's this opportunity to create a long-term passive income business that's going to be sustainable and that will give you monthly cash flow. Yes, it's probably not going to give you like a gazillion-dollar cash flow because I always make sure that everyone knows that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a proper long-term passive online business opportunity, which is something that you have to look at yourself and decide if you want to do it. But if you're in the online space and you've been, getting all these ClickFunnels trophies where you're making gazillion dollars in a year, then this platform may still be interesting to you. But if you're trying to get ahead in the KDP Amazon publishing space, which is actually not as easy to be part of anymore, then Zazzle's definitely a platform you should look into because there's so many opportunities here for you. And all of the things that you've done for the KDP Amazon low content or no content publishing, wheel of what it is that you need to do to make money there is easily transferable to Zazzle. So let's get into it. All right. So for those of you who are our regular community and don't know what KDP Amazon no content selling is all about, it's basically using the Amazon platform to create books. But the trick here is that you create a file with a book and you actually create like an ISBN number and everything like that. But basically you're creating an empty content journal, right? The only thing that's really you're doing is you're selling the cover. And the inside is going to have either blank pages or lined pages or whatever is necessary to complete it to make it look like a journal. But you're selling it as a book because you're using the self-publishing platform, which is the Kindle Direct Publishing platform that Amazon offers. And it's become a really big business for some people. But it's also been around for a while, and now that people really understand the significance of how you can easily then sell on the Amazon platform your particular books, even though they're basically not books, they're journals, but it's considered no content books, then that is a huge opportunity, right? And so it's really great for anyone who's on there. But in the last year or so, I've noticed that there's been quite a few videos on YouTube where people are saying, hey, there's a lot more to this now. You can't just put something up and expect gazillion dollars in sales. And in some cases, you may have no sales, even though you've done all the work, even though the way you've followed the directions of other people who are training and doing helping you do this, you're still not getting the sales, or you're having issues with uploading, or you're actually getting your designs rejected, and or your book's rejected, right? Because it's really a book, and you may or may not even have your account terminated. And so these are all very scary things for someone who, like I always preach, you have to have a business that's passive. Well, actually, first perceivable, right? Then passive, and then profitable. Those are our three business pillars. And so when I'm analyzing this KDP publishing, I start looking at it and going like, it's perceivable. I can see a lot of people doing it, but I don't see it completely passive because I have to always figure out how I can not get my books rejected, and then it might be profitable, but is it long-term profitable, right? And if people are starting to have their accounts terminated and their designs rejected after doing so much work and formatting everything and creating the designs in the first place, that's a lot of investment of time and effort to only be rejected by the Zazzle marketplace as an option for you to sell there. So if you're in that situation, you've discovered that struggle or lived that struggle, or you're doing it right now and it's working for you, but maybe you even want something more. You don't just want to work on Amazon in case things get worse on the platform and you have to jump through more hoops and you have to, do more things, and it's more competitive and you're not getting the sales you used to get. Then the option to move from Amazon, or just have Amazon going, but go to Zazzle as well and take what you've done on Amazon and make it lucrative and leverage it on the Zazzle marketplace. Okay, so in terms of anyone who's just doing KDP publishing and going like, well, why would I want to be on a POD or a print-on-demand company? It's not that you would want to be on, let's say, the like all of them, but Zazzle's a really great one. Why? Because Zazzle has the opportunity to do customization, and also there's a lot less in terms of restrictions, right? And so, and it has a lot more products that you can actually use your designs on, not just for books or journals, right? So let's move into those. So instead of having issues with no sales, rejections, or issues with uploads, rejection of your actual design or book, and maybe even having your account terminated, instead, on the Zazzle marketplace, what's going to happen is you'll probably get even more sales, because journals for us at this point are a really great hot topic and seller. It's really easy to upload your designs. It's even more easy when I go into some of the details about how you have to do those, because basically you just have to upload the covers, not the rest of the book. And then all uploads are accepted. I'm just looking at my list, make sure I don't miss anything. Then the accounts are going to stay open. You're not going to have any risk of closing accounts, unless, of course, you are violating copyright, which hopefully you're not doing anyway. And that's not the reason, hopefully, that your Amazon account closed. But if you're within the law and those are your designs and you're not copying anyone else, then there is no review board or anything. It's just a matter of you posting up into your Zazzle store, and then that's it. It's like on the honor system. All right, and then the next thing on my list here is products can be published for sale now, but they can still be sold even years from now. And this is what's wonderful about the Zazzle marketplace. It's not like Amazon, takes them off if they don't sell well, or never even allows them to be sold. It's up to you to have them on there, and they're always there, and you can sell them even years from now, which is something that really happens a lot with Jen and I's products. We make them like a couple of years ago, and they're still selling like gangbusters right now. Okay, and then the only limit you have that is on the Zazzle marketplace is a limit of 100,000 products on one account. Okay, so if you have more than 100,000 products and designs, open up a second account. I just have to do some accounting and submit your forms for the IRS. But besides that, there's no one stopping you from opening up a second account or even a third account on Zazzle. Okay, then what you're going to do is, and I mentioned this already, is you're just going to take the design that's in the front cover and the back cover, and you're going to upload as separate images, and you're going to use the templates, use an edit menu that Zazzle has for the template for the journal, and you're just going to do it on the platform in your store and using this edit menu. So it's super simple. It's not like you have to format 100 pages and number them or whatever you do for the inside for the KDP Amazon publishing to create the low content or no content books. You're just going to upload the images for the back and the front cover, and then that's it. And then what you're going to do is, like Zazzle has several different types of journals. And then one of those types of journals actually has, excuse me, has over 10 different insides that are already pre-made and set. You just click a button and it's done, right? So not only does that help you create 10 different products with the same covers, but they're for different uses, all within the same files, right? You don't have to create 10 books on KDP Amazon. You can just create the journal once. You put on your cover, your front cover, your back cover, and then you decide which inside it has. Then you post it, and then you can post it again for sale with a different inside, and you can do that 10 times. So you've all of a sudden increased your ability to sell this book 10 times, and you're positioning it as a journal, which is what it is anyway when you're selling it on Amazon. Okay, and then the last thing is that Zazzle has 4,500 other products. So all you need to do is then, if you feel that this design starts selling, then you can post the design as it is with the front cover, for example, on anything else and sell that as well. So not only are you increasing your ability to sell the books or journals, you are also increasing your ability to sell any product that's on the Zazzle marketplace, and it's just an unlimited supply of more cash. If you've got products and designs that sell, then there's no reason why they couldn't sell possibly on another product. And so it's just up to you to then transfer those designs that you are selling on the Zazzle marketplace to any of the other products that you wish to sell them on in your Zazzle store. Finished. That's it. So I don't know if you have any questions. I really want to have you comment on wherever you see this, whether it's on an Instagram post or in YouTube on on a video channel or whatever way you want to contact us. I want you to tell us if this is like the huge aha moment for you, because for me, I'm a businesswoman. I always make sure that I am getting the most out of my time, so that I can be the most profitable with doing the least amount of work, so that I create more and more passive income. And when I looked at KDP Amazon as a business model, I found it very time consuming, a lot more variability, even though the cash grab, so to speak, is high, it's not sustainable. And as I said, there's so much competition now, and there's so many things that are happening, and I don't want my Zazzle account terminated. If I had a KDP publishing or Amazon account, I wouldn't want that terminated. So if that's starting to happen more often without people knowing what it is and things are just happening, I don't want that uncertainty, which I'm not getting on the Zazzle platform. I'm very certain on the Zazzle platform, and it's so much less work. And so many more opportunities are there for you once you start to get to know what the Zazzle platform is all about and how much more opportunity you have besides making low content or no content books, which are basically positioned as journals on the Zazzle marketplace. It's so exciting, and I hope you just flourish and profit and prosper and come and join us on the Zazzle platform. We love it here, and now hopefully you are going to love it on Zazzle as well. So take care, and thank you so much for watching, and make sure you come and see us next week again if you're on the podcast on platforms, or whenever we upload this to YouTube. Come and watch it there so that you can see my lovely smiling face. Okay, take care. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week. Bye.